Hello motorcycle enthusiasts! Today we're going to take apart the carburetor of a Kawasaki GPZ600R from the year 1985 together. As always, I'll show you this using one chamber or one carburetor as an example. The others are identical in construction. You can handle those on your own. Now, I'll first show you what we need for this. We need a Phillips screwdriver in size PH2. We need flathead screwdrivers in various sizes, but make sure you have a good selection on hand. A small needle nose pliers is sometimes very useful. We need a slim punch, a small and powerful flashlight, a 12mm combination wrench, an 8mm combination wrench, and a small homemade tool. Specifically, as you can see there, it's a hook made from the wire of a paperclip with a little handle attached. And yes, that's what we need, and then we can get started right away. First, we'll remove the choke. Now I'm on this side, and you might say, yeah, that's easy for him, because this one here, just one over, is sitting too close to the next carburetor body. You can't actually remove it without separating the carburetors from each other. For an ultrasonic cleaning, I would unscrew this one here and push it out as far as possible. That way, the cleaning solution has a chance to reach everywhere. In this case, if the contamination isn't excessively severe, that should be sufficient. All right, so I'm going to unscrew this one here. We need the 12mm open end ring spanner. Sometimes it's a bit hard to get to it here. There we go. But it fits. I loosen it, and if I can't do the rest with my fingers, I'll very carefully use a pair of needle nose pliers here. So this is going to be unscrewed completely. I'll do the rest now very carefully here with a small pair of needle nose pliers. It's already loosened. There we go. At a certain point, you can probably do it quite well by hand. No, it's still slipping. Alright, so I carefully take it all the way out with the sturdy pliers, ensuring a secure grip. And then we can pull out the choke piston, probably when I'm done in 10 years. There we go, there it is. That's what it looks like. We'll set that aside and move right onto the cover. Next up is the vacuum cover. It's fastened with these 4 Phillips head screws here. As you can see over here, next to it, where I'm already done, I've installed Allen screws instead. I would recommend you do the same, because you know these Japanese Phillips head screws are usually very soft and don't get any better over time. I'll link you a video in the top right with a possible solution. What can I do if the screw head is so damaged that my screwdriver can't get a proper grip anymore? While I'm unscrewing the screws, I hold the cover in place with my thumb, because I know there's a spring underneath and I don't want it to pop out at me. So I hold it here a little bit. Alright, the screws are out. Now I carefully lift off the cover. This is the aforementioned spring. Underneath here is the slide with the diaphragm. The diaphragm, or rather the spring, can simply be removed here. There's a small plastic element inside here that holds the part load needle in position. I'll show you in a moment. And when you take this out, you can immediately check the diaphragm for damage, for cracks, for holes. Please also check right away whether it fits in here properly. If it has shrunk and simply become too small, I'll link you a video up above now with a suggested solution for this problem. So here we have the slide with the part load needle, and we can simply let it slide out here. This is what it looks like, and I'll show you. When assembled, the needle is held in place by this small plastic element in the spring hang-on. My fingers are a bit in the way here so that it can't move there. Alright, we're done up here for now, and we'll continue right away with the float chamber. Let's continue with the float chamber. Once again, there are 4 Phillips screws of the famously smooth Japanese quality. These need to be loosened and completely unscrewed. And that's what I'll do now. The 4 screws have been removed. You can now lift the float chamber cover straight up. This is what it looks like. It definitely needs a new gasket. By the way, I'll link a repair kit for this carburetor in the video description. And since this question keeps coming up, I'll answer it right away. Does the carburetor guy actually make money from this? That's a nice thing about it. If you order this repair kit, you support our channel in maintaining and expanding, and you also support a shop with fantastic reviews. Alright, let's get started here with the float. This is it. It's held in place by a small pin, inserted here, a little bolt, and I can use my drift punch to, you can see it there, you can see it perfectly, yes. So I can simply push it out here with the drift punch, take it out. There we go. Now the drift punch is basically holding the float in place. I can hold the float here, pull out the drift punch and lift the float upwards. The float needle valve is attached to the float. That's this one. Yes, you can see it perfectly there. So it's just hooked onto this little metal clip here. I can simply take it off, set everything aside, and we can already start working on the jets. The main jet is screwed into the jet holder. If you want to loosen it, you can hold it here with an 8mm open end or ring spanner and loosen or unscrew the jet from the top. Here, we can unscrew it. There's no risk of mixing things up here, but I have a very important piece of information for you. So this is the main jet. This is what it looks like. This is the carburetor for a 4-cylinder engine. And in this one, the jets in the middle, meaning the cylinders that get less cooling area, larger than those on the 2 outer cylinders. Why? It's quite simple. This larger main jet allows a little more fuel into the air-fuel mixture, which results in greater internal cooling. So this compensation for the cooling is achieved here through the jets. So please be careful if you completely disassemble it. Take a close look and make a note of it. In the next step, I remove the jet holder of the main jet. For that, I need the 8mm open end ring spanner. Again, just loosen it and unscrew it. This is what the jet holder looks like, and then I set it aside. And now inside this recess, we still have the idle jet. Please pay attention to this. Oh, I don't think we can capture that very well. It's very deep. Please make sure you use a well-fitting tool, a screwdriver as large as possible, not too narrow. This one just barely fits in here. For this one, I actually had to remove the insulation. It's actually an electrician's screwdriver, but it works very, very well for many things. There, it's loosened. And now you can carefully let it fall out. This is what the small idle jet looks like. I'll set this aside as well, and then we'll move on to the last step with the mixture screw. Alright friends, last step. The mixture screw is located in here, and you could check how it was set by screwing it all the way in and counting how many turns it takes, but I'll also write the factory default setting from the service manual in the video description for you. Please be so kind, if you're watching this video, make sure to check the video description, because if anything else comes up about this carburetor later on, any new information, or if I happen to misspeak somewhere, I'll update it there. Also very convenient for you. In the video description, you'll find the email address of a professional to whom you can send the disassembled carburetor for ultrasonic cleaning. So here we have now unscrewed the mixture screw as far as it will go. I'm going to take it out now. This is what it looks like. This is the one with a small tip. Please check the tip for any damage. And now we need our little homemade tool, because there's a spring sitting on the mixture screw. I'll lay everything out here for you in the correct assembly order. And on top of the spring, there's also a small steel washer and an O-ring. And now we're going to play a bit of fishing here. There we have it. That was pretty easy. Sometimes it takes a while. The O-ring also tends to stick down there on the seat. So this is the correct assembly order. The screw, then the spring on top, then the washer, and then the O-ring. Please make sure to replace that one as well. As I said, the repair kit or seal kit is linked for you in the video description. Alright friends, that's it. If you're now wondering, okay, it's taken apart, how do I put it back together? The assembly video is now linked for you in the top right corner. I'd be happy if you enjoyed it, so please leave a thumbs up and of course subscribe, and I wish you lots of fun with your project. See you in the next video. Bye bye.